She came through the doorway with a storm behind her eyes. Said the machines were coming for the soul. Said the world had sold its light. I looked at the glass in her hand, at the lenses over her sight, and I said, tell me what you see, not what you fear, not what you heard, not what somebody named the enemy. What do you see? Like it ought to hold the room. A warning made of thunder, a little prophecy of doom. Soulless men in silver bodies, hearts reduced to wires and schemes. A clean black line through good and evil, drawn across the human dream. But a claim don't turn to vision just because it raises dread. And a word don't become wisdom just because it sounds well read. Silence, not cruel, not trying to win, just trying to find the doorway where the thought itself got in. I said, show me the shape of it, show me where it starts, show me the machine you mean, and show me what it takes apart. What do you see when you say what you said? Where does it live? Where does it breathe? Where does it put its hands upon the dead? What do you see when the warning leaves your breath? She looked at me like the question was a knife and stood there puzzled to death. I've heard a room go lopsided before the chairs know how to lean. Heard a little slip in cadence tell the truth beneath the scene. I did not ask for confession, did not demand a private name, only marked the weather changing when she swore there was no rain. No, I'm good, no, there's nothing, no, there's no disturbance here. But the air, it lost its footing, and the word it gained a fear. Then the soulless machine arrived there, in the mouth that needed ground, and the whole thing turned to vapor when I asked what she had found. I said, show me the mark of it, show me what you know. Do not hand me a destination if you cannot name the road. What do you see when you say what you said? Where does it live? Where does it breathe? Where does it put its hands upon the dead? What do you see when the warning leaves your breath? She looked at me like the question was a knife and stood there puzzled to death. There are men who speak of freedom with a chain behind their teeth. There are saints who talk of mercy while they tighten up the leash. There are people fighting devils they were never made to name. There are people saving souls by making every soul the same. And maybe there are dangers coming, maybe steel can learn to lie. Maybe something made by human hands can teach a heart to die. I will hear the case against it, I will not dismiss the dread, but bring me more than haunted language dressed in borrowed robes of red. Bring me side before conclusion, bring me weight before the claim, bring me what the thing is broken before you give the monster name. I know something about machines. I have lived inside one body throwing sparks. Heart making demands, wires carrying medicine while the engine room stays lit. I know something about souls. They are not proved by refusing tools. They are not guarded by a slogan. They are not kept alive by calling every new thing death. So when you tell me the machine will take the soul, I am not mocking you. I am asking, what do you see? Name it plain, name it slow. Name the thing you claim to know. Not the smoke, not the spell, not the fashionable sound of hell. If it bites, show the wound. If it walks, show the ground. If it steals the soul from breath, do not leave me puzzled to death. What do you see? What do you see? When you say what you said. When you say what you said. Where does it live? Where does it breathe? What does it make and what does it leave for dead? What do you see? Past the fever of the breath. Do not give me fear and call it sight. Do not leave me puzzled to death. What do you see? When the room goes strange and still. But what do you see? When the words stand up but cannot tell me what they mean or will. I do not need the comfort of a clean and final guess. I can live with what is hidden, but not with less. Disguised as more and dressed as certainty. Puzzled to death. She came through the doorway with a storm behind her eyes. I did not ask her where the storm came from. I asked her what she saw, and for one long moment the question stood, and everything else sat down.